Today in SERDNA Talks, we're going to talk about high interest rates versus supposedly low property prices here in Miami. Whether or not it is a good idea to wait to buy a property when property prices and interest rates are high really depends on your individual circumstances and goals. If you're planning to live in the home for a long time and can afford the monthly mortgage payments, then it might be a good idea to buy now, not tomorrow, even if property prices and interest rates are high. This is because home prices tend to appreciate over time, so you will likely make money on your investment in the long run. However, if you're not sure how long you will be staying in the property, or if you cannot afford the monthly mortgage payments, then it might be a better idea to wait until property prices and interest rates come down. I don't advise that. And if this is your scenario, it's probably because you may not have enough time to make a profit on your investment, or you may end up having to sell the home at a loss if you need to move. Here are some things to consider when making your decision. Your financial situation. How much money can you afford to put down on a home? How much can you afford to pay in monthly mortgage payments? Let's talk about your goals. Are you planning to live in the home for a long time? Are you planning to sell it soon after you buy it? And things to consider. The current market situation. Are home prices high or are they low? And let's talk about your timeline. How long do you need to buy a home? It is also important to remember that the housing market can be volatile, and there is no guarantee that property prices and interest rates will come down in the near future. And if you want to take history as a reference, and if we go back to the 80s, you can clearly see, and if you do some research, you will see that interest rates back in the 80s were reaching 20%. So if you're considering buying a property, it is important to talk to a financial advisor to get a personalized advice. They can help you assess your financial situation and goals and make the best decision for you, or they will help you make that decision. Here are some additional tips for buying a property when prices and interest rates are high. You have to be prepared to act quickly. The best properties tend to sell quickly even in a competitive market. You have to be flexible with your budget and your needs, and you may need to compromise on some things, such as the size of the home or the location, in order to get a good deal. If that's where you're looking, a good deal. You should always work with a qualified real estate agent. A good agent can help you find the best property and will always negotiate on your behalf. And buying a property is a big decision, but it can be a good investment, even when prices and interest rates are high. Yes, it could be a great investment, even if property prices and interest rates are high. And by carefully considering your individual circumstances and goals, and by working with a financial advisor and a qualified real estate agent, you can make the best decision for you or for your family. Today, we're in a thrilling ride through the world of real estate, uncovering the secrets of property prices and interest rates. Let's make a scenario. Scenario number one. Let's say that we find an incredible house only listed at $5.3 million. And let's say that you want to buy today and the interest rates are 8%. And you want to put 20% down payment. This is just an example. Let's say 20%, that will be $530,000. And the interest rate is 8, like we said before. So you're looking at a mortgage payment of approximately $14,908. This is just mortgage payment. Now, this is where the real estate magic begins. Let's talk about a second scenario. Another property listed at, let's say, $6 million. And interest rate, let's lower it. Let's keep it at 5%. Okay, cool. And 20% of that will be only $600,000. And a sweet 5% interest rate. That's great. And your mortgage payment comes at $16,156. This is just mortgage. Isn't that amazing? And we have another scenario. Let's say scenario number 3, and the property is listed at $6.5 million with a 3% interest rate. And the down payment, again, let's keep it simple, 20%, which put the down payment at $650,000, and an incredibly low 3% interest rate. And your monthly mortgage payment will be $16,994. Yes, $16,994. Keep this in mind. Properties are one of a kind. Yes, there's many houses. Yes, there's many condos, townhouses, whatever. Properties are one of a kind. And real estate, my friends, is your golden ticket. Remember, while you can always dance with the interest rates, once that property is yours, the price is set in stone. Let's compare the three scenarios again to see how they interplay between property prices and interest rates. And interest rates impacts the overall affordability and financial commitment. Scenario number one, the property was priced at $5.3 million with 8% interest rate, monthly payment $14,908. Scenario number two, we said that the property was listed as $6 million with a 5% interest rate, and the monthly payment was only $16,156. Scenario number three, property price at $6.5 million with a 3% interest rate, and the monthly payment only $16,994. So scenario number one, we have high interest rate, lower price, and this scenario offers a more affordable monthly payment due to the lower property price, even with a higher interest rate. Scenario number two, moderate interest rate, moderate price. This scenario balances a slightly higher property price with a moderate interest rate, resulting in a moderate monthly payment. And scenario number three, low interest rates, higher prices. And while this property price is the highest in this scenario, the low interest rates helps keeps the monthly payment with a competitive range. The better scenario really depends on your priorities. If affordability is your primary concern, scenario number one is more favorable. If you're looking for a balance between property features and affordability, scenario number two may be a good fit. If luxury and a competitive monthly payment are both essential, scenario number three could be the winner. Remember, the better scenario is subjective and depends on your financial goals, lifestyle, preferences, and long-term plans. And it is essential to consider factors beyond just a monthly payment, such as property features, location, and potential future value appreciation. So, are you ready to take action? If you have questions, remember to subscribe to SERDNA Talks and to share all my videos with your friends and family. I have to go. See you soon. Ciao.